Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be testing out all of the products from the brand new Sigma Little Mermaid collection. They did send this to me in PR. I am super excited to try this. So Little Mermaid is tied for #1 with my favorite Disney movie of all time. And go ahead, put your guesses in the comments right now. What do you think is tied with Little Mermaid as my favorite Disney movie of all time? I will let you know if I remember at the end of this video. If I don't remember, maybe I'll make it a pinned comment, but go ahead and put your votes down below. So this is available now. I put something on both my Instagram stories and my Facebook community page asking whether you guys wanted to see a dedicated video with this collection or if you would rather I incorporate it into like a testing new makeup. And the results were so interesting because on Instagram, it was overwhelmingly like do a dedicated video on this, but it was a little more split on my YouTube community page where it was like 60% wanted it in a video with other brands and 40% wanted it by itself. But since the response was so overwhelming on Instagram stories, I think that balanced it out. So we're doing a dedicated review today. First, let me show you what's in the collection. I do have to say this box is absolutely stunning. And again, because this is tied for first as my favorite Disney movie, it's putting like a little happy place in my heart. So when you open it up, you get this beautiful redhead babe. Love me a redhead. I'm gonna put this down now and just take out the individual pieces. Holy crap. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Little Mermaid palette. So this is a 14 pan palette, retails for $59, and we do have a good mix of mattes versus shimmers versus a couple of duochromes in here. And I think that the color story is really true to the cartoon. That's what I think about. And I know that the live action was also Disney, but to me, this really says the cartoon. Like you have those deep, rich colors of like Ursula's dress or of the water or of Ariel's purple seashell top. I think that this did a really good job with the color story. Let's talk about the swatches though. I will admit that I had a little bit of a struggle with the swatches. I always say that swatches on your arm do not equal how it's going to look on your face, but nonetheless, some of these swatches gave me a little bit of trouble and I just want to talk about them and I just want to point that out. So the first one I have to talk about is soft shell. I don't know if you can tell, but it is almost like destroyed in there. I touched my finger in it to do the swatch, and when I put it on my arm, literally nothing came up. So I dug a little bit harder and it basically feels almost like a cream in there right now. It's almost shattered completely, and it did show up on my arm. That is one of the duochromes. I even looked on the page to see if the formula was maybe like a cream to powder, and it's not. It does feel very, very creamy, but I feel like in the pan, it almost looks like an intense bronze red. On the arm, it just looks straight bronze. So that's one. The other one I want to talk about is swimming, and they call swimming a blue to gold duochrome. I found this to be more of a blue to brown duochrome, and while I know that brown and gold are like right up and against each other, I feel like this looked a lot like, oh gosh, what is the color from MAC that I used to use like 15 years ago? Was it Clubbing, where it was like a blue to brown shift? I feel like this is very similar to it, and you can't even really see in the pan there. I mean, it almost looks like a brownish there, but it is definitely a blue shift going into that gold brown. But nonetheless, I do think this is really pretty. I'm curious to try this on my eyes. But now let's talk about the two little compacts that come with this. We have one highlighter, one blush. First of all, the packaging is absolutely adorable. Now, this isn't going to fit as well in my collection, like physically fit as like a box, but I love it so much that I almost don't care. We have this beautiful iridescent seashell. So the highlight shade we have is called Seashell, and it is a strong like pink, violet, white shift. Really pretty, a little intense, but I don't mind that because I do think that you can sheer it out. And then the blush that we have is called True Love, and it is your classic kind of just regular rosy pink. There is an imprint of Ariel and Eric on the blush, which I think is very, very sweet. These retail for $28 each. The next thing we have is the lip trio, which I'm thinking might be my favorite part of the collection overall. We do get 2 lip oils, and I love the Sigma lip oils, and then one of their lip creams, which is one of my favorite formulas of theirs as well. So the 2 lip oils we have are Coral and Sunset. Now, Coral is pink with just kind of regular sparkle in there. I believe it's kind of a silvery purple sparkle. And Coral is just, I'm sorry, Sunset is stunning. It's like a very, very sheer pink with multicolored gold sparkles in it. It is so lovely. They're the formula, excuse me, of the lip oils, if you've never tried them before, they are sheer, they are incredibly hydrating, they are so glossy and so beautiful. They make your lips feel so good. It's one of my favorite lip products ever, so I'm hoping that these are no different. And then the lip cream itself is called Dinglehopper. I feel like they come out with colors like this quite often. This is just your average kind of tawny rose color. Very, very pretty. I do have colors like this in my collection, but nonetheless, I'm excited to try it. And the last piece of the collection is the brush set. So with the brush set, you get, first of all, this bag, which is so beautiful. It shifts colors in the sun. It is just, oh my God, I love it so much. And you also get, oh, I actually didn't mention this and I forgot to take B-roll. The inside of the bags, little Ariels running around. You get 3 brushes as well, and these are Sigma brushes, which are some of the best quality ones out there in my opinion. So first you get the F44 powder sculpt brush. This is what you're going to use with your powders. I'll be using this for my blush today to try it out. It's super soft. I love the domed but yet fanned effect that this one has, and it is rather thin, so you probably could even use this for contour if you wanted to. I'm going to use it for blush. We have one of my all-time favorite brushes that they have. It's a tie usually between the E25 and E27. And today with this one, we get the E27 detail brush. These are flat again on the sides here and domed on the top. This is one of my favorite shading brushes, especially for like the outer edge. And then you get your classic pencil brush. This is the E30 pencil brush. I just love Sigma brushes. I think they're fantastic. So if you were to buy the regular Sigma version of these 3 brushes, okay, you'd be paying $63 for this. So the whole set is $72. So it's like you're getting this for $9 and 3 amazing brushes that you would have paid full price for anyway. But you can also use my code, which is glitter, on any of these, and you will get a discount, which I think is fantastic. But we're going to go ahead. I want to get this on my face. I don't know what look I'm going to do on the eyes yet. The colors are so, so pretty. I admit the swatches did make me a little bit nervous. They really did, because I want this to be good, but I'm always going to be honest with you guys about the quality and if I don't think it's worth the money. So we're going to jump into it. I think I want to try blush and highlighter first. As of right now, I just have on a tinted moisturizer. I have on my concealer, a little bit of under eye powder. I have my brows, and I did use the Sigma eyeshadow base stick. I believe I used Persuade today, which is the more pink toned one. So I want to start with the blush. And again, the blush is called True Love. It's not called True Love, it's called True Love. And I'm going to use the F44, and I'm going to build this up slowly. So the swatches, when I did this, were like tough to get, but at the same time, you're not swiping your finger in a blush and going like this. I mean, maybe you are, who knows, but let's see how this looks. Okay, so that's pretty intense color. That's pretty intense color. We're gonna spread that out to both cheeks. I'm probably gonna add more, but just want to show you first what one swipe looks like. This brush is so soft and it picks up the color so nicely. So it is buildable, as you can see, and this is a matte blush, so I think that the highlighter is going to be nice. I might use it as like a highlighter blush topper, but this color is just so pretty. It's like just such a rosy tone that I feel like will look good on a lot of different skin tones. I'm going to put some on my nose. I do like that color. This is just kind of your classic pink blush color. I mean, of course, you don't always get to have it in this type of beautiful container, but it is a classic color. I don't know if it's the most unique color in my collection, but it is beautiful. And let's look at the highlighter. Again, this is called Seashell. I'm going to use my regular highlighter brush. This is the Moda BMX 265 Glow Brush. I'm going to start small because this one actually did come off quite intense. And let's see how this looks. I can build this up. I'm going to need to build it up. So buffed in, you can see it. It definitely is a white base, so just keep that in mind because I wonder if that would have any kind of flashback. It's very pretty though. Like, I think that's very, very pretty. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it would be because I think when I did the swatch, it was so not subtle that I was like, oh, this is going to be too intense. I think that's really pretty. Ooh. Look at it. It gives a really nice shift, but it doesn't look like, I don't know, it doesn't even look unnatural, which is weird considering that it's like a pink purple highlight. That's really nice. I do like that. I'm going to put a tiny bit of this on my nose as well. I like that. Okay, I actually like the formula of this a lot. It's a lot more subtle, but in a good way, like in a very good way, in that it looks like natural, but really striking at the same time. Okay, I like that. For the palette, oh gosh, I am so torn on this because the thing is, like, I can see so many different color stories in this that I would do, right? Because I feel like you could stick to this area and have a beautiful neutral smoky eye. And then I feel like you could just do all sorts of like ocean vibes here. And I feel like you could go full on Ursula sexy smoky with these last three. What do I want to do? I'm going to try something. I hope it doesn't go badly, but I think I want to do a different kind of halo eye. So what I'm going to do first, and this might give me fallout if we're being honest, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. So I'm going to go in to Dark Magic, which is right up here. It is a dark matte purple, like a true kind of eggplant color. And I'm going to take the E27. Now this is a good shading brush, but I also find this is quite a good packing brush. Tapping off all the excess, I want to just pack this onto the inner and outer corner. I know that looks a little weird with the angle, but we're going to blend that out. And as I usually do with my halo eye, I am going to just take whatever's left on the brush to swipe back and forth in like the deepest part of the crease. I just made a little bit of a mess, but I'm going to swipe back and forth here to just kind of connect that a little bit. Okay, we're going to probably wind up building that up more, but I want to blend it out first with 3 Days, which is a beautiful, like kind of lavender matte color. I'm tapping off the excess and I'm going to use this to blend out this crease. That made an interesting color. Not feeling great about that decision right now, but that's okay. We're going to work with this and I'm going to keep blending. I don't know if you can tell here, but I feel like this dark purple is not playing nicely with the light purple. Like I even just went like this, like hard, and you can see it's still there. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darker purple and go back in and just kind of like run that and maybe just blend up with the dark purple and see if that helps the line. Okay, it's getting to be a little bit better, but I do still feel like there's kind of a harsh line there that no matter what I do, it does not want to blend out. Okay, here's where we are for now. I think I'm going to leave it and we can come back in and touch things up. I'm not going to lie, right now I'm not thrilled, but I do think that, you know, we can improve this. So what I'm going to do next is I'll use the pencil brush. I'm digging into a Villainous, which swatched lovely. This is just a matte black. And I want to put this just right here on the outer corner to deepen this up. Now I'm going to blend that with the deep purple color, which is called Dark Magic. All right, let's get into some sparkle. I am going to take my NYX glitter glue, first of all. And that is going to go over like a lot of the lid. I'm leaving it off the inner corner, but the first shade that I want to dig into is Treasure Trove, which is this beautiful blue to purple duochrome, and I want to take that and put that kind of on the outside and inside of like the middle lid, so I'm still leaving that spot right in the center open. All right, so for the very center of the lid, I'm going in with Beautiful Voice, which is this lovely shiny emerald green, and that is going right in the center as a pop. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So it goes from like the purple shift over to that emerald green. I feel like this color might be saving the look. I wiped off the pencil brush and I'm going back in with some Treasure Trove, which is the purple. Actually, you know what? No, I'll use my pinky. I really want that to be like poppin'. I think that looks very pretty. Okay, so I'm cleaning off the pinky and I'm gonna go into Seagull, which is this pretty like shell color. It's very sparkly. I'm just taking a very little bit and pressing that right here on the inner corner. just for like a little tiny bit. You can't see that at all. Why did I turn the wrong way? A little tiny bit of that sparkle. Maybe a little more. I'm also going to take the pencil brush and I'm going to go in with Dark Magic, that purple. And I'm going to use this to kind of line the entire underneath. And I think I'm going to try to take a tiny bit of Beautiful Voice, again, which is that emerald, and pop that just right in the center here. Just for like a little something extra. Ooh, I like that. That's fun. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop off camera real quick and I'm going to finish the eyes and then we are going to do the lips and then we will finish it up and talk about the collection. Okay, here's the final eye look. I used the Kaleido 7 Seas liner on the inside, which is like this bright metallic green. I think it came together really nicely. Like, I love the way that those sparkles look together. I think it's very, very shifty and very pretty. So I am going to line my lips with a little bit of liner because I never apply any lip products without liner. All right, nothing crazy, just did a little bit of liner. So first I want to go in with this lip cream. This is in Dingle Hopper. I'm going to use a very little bit of this. I don't want this to be completely opaque because I want to use a lip oil on top. If you've never used these, are they lip cream or lip creme? They're lip creams. If you've never used these feel so hydrating. They're not like a liquid lipstick where they're going to dry down all the way and feel cracked and feel nasty. They're so beautiful. But I have to go in with this lip oil in Sunset on top. This is the one that's like sparkly pink and gold. God, I love these so much. Let's see. Whew, okay. Okay, so let's go over my first impressions with this collection. The things that I think are the most worth it. Okay, I really like this lip set. So even though, like I said, I have colors that look like this one, I don't have a set like this. Like, for example, this lip oil, I am going to go through this so fast. I wish they sold it on its own. It is so perfect. Look at that. And the combination of them, like, I think it's a really good value. I believe this is $42 for, yeah, $42 for all three. This is going to be the standout for me. I love the way my lips look right now so much. And they feel so good because the lip cream, again, is hydrating. The lip oil is hydrating, like, and together, it's magic. The second thing that I think is the most worth it is actually this brush set. So I love Sigma brushes. I really, really do. These are the usual quality of Sigma brushes, but the fact that you get the bag with it, which is so freaking cute, I really, really enjoy this. Like, and the brushes are all good. I usually don't use a brush this big for my blush, but it went on so easily and blended out so nicely that I'm really impressed. Let's talk about the other three items. Okay, so first, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. I think it's really, really pretty, and I think it's a lot of fun to play with. If you are a big fan of Little Mermaid, I think you'll be so happy to have this in your collection. Is this the best eyeshadow palette I've ever used? I'm going to say that it's not. The reason being because some of the colors had a little bit of a hard time blending with one another. You can still make it work. You can very much make it work. But I just think that they've put out better palettes before that are a little bit easier to work with. Now, again, by no means is this a bad palette. I just think that I have others from Sigma specifically that are easier to work with. That being said, I love this look and I love those sparkles so much in this palette. I think it looks really cool, like the shiftiness of it, really amazing. I'm a little disappointed about this color and I wish it didn't break because it's so pretty. But I do think, again, this is a beautiful palette, and if you can get it at a discount, which you can with my code if you want to, fantastic. I don't know that I would outwardly say this is the best palette of the year. I am glad to have it in my collection, especially as somebody who is a huge Little Mermaid fan. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And the blush and the highlighter. I think that if you're buying these, you're probably buying it for the amazing packaging. I love this seashell shape. I love the iridescence on them. I don't think that they're necessarily special colors that we've never seen before. This is a white pink highlighter. Now, I do like the formula a lot. Let's put a little more on even. I do like the formula because I feel like it's buildable. I feel like it stands out nicely, but it's not too obscene. Like, it doesn't look like a crazy highlighter. Do you know what I mean? It just looks good. I mean, I do like this. The blush though is especially like, you have this color. You have this color blush likely if you have blush. Again, if you're buying it for the packaging, or you're buying it for the entire collection. So if you want the whole collection, it is $183 and the retail price would be $229 normally. So you are saving quite a bit of money there, like 30, I can math. $46 you're saving. That should have been way easier for me to do, but $46 is a significant savings. Just throwing it out there. But I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that you appreciate my honesty in these reviews. Again, I'm not saying any of this is bad. I'm just saying if you're going to get pieces of this collection, the things that I would prioritize, and it would be these. These are so good. These are my favorite part of the collection. The brushes are absolutely amazing. I really think these are cute, but you can probably pass on them. And the palette, if you're a big collector, great. I just want to give you my completely honest opinion at all times. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not yet guessed what my all-time favorite Disney movie is, it's Moana. Moana is my favorite. I have a lot of a crush on Lin-Manuel Miranda. So pretty much anything he does is gold in my eyes. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy a piece of honesty, please give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. Again, you can get a discount on any of these things by using my code GLITTER. Everything's gonna be linked down below for you. This is all available now. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always, and forever, my little mermaids, my little Ursulas, you all are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.